Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I made a video. I didn't really think I would get that many people commenting on this, so it was just kind of something I was doing at the time, but now I'm going to come back and try to start making more videos here and there. If you guys got any topics that you'd like me to discuss or anything like that, drop a comment down below so I can, kind of keep up with them or try to help you guys out as much as possible. Now, that being said, keep in mind, guys, I'm not a doctor by any means. This is my own personal experience. So these are things that I've gone through to help me personally. So, I've had somebody ask me about what did I do as far as, blood pressure, checking my blood pressure a lot, and, my anxiety and things like that. And basically what I had to do was, I've dealt with this for so long, so what I had to do was pretty much put in my own mind that that the blood pressure thing is more of a head game. And I end up checking my blood pressure over and over and over. I got to a point to where I don't know how much I was actually taking it. I probably could have been taking my blood pressure somewhere between 5 times a day to somewhere between 30 times a day, because I was so just so worried about it that I really thought my blood pressure was just completely crazy, and it was. But for me, in my personal experience, what it was anytime my anxiety was real high, my blood pressure would be really high. And so my doctors had put me on blood pressure medicine, things like this. And what would happen is the blood pressure pills would fix my blood pressure, but at the same time, I didn't really need them. So what I noticed during this time was my blood pressure it was starting to get lower than it actually needed to be, and that was because I didn't really need the blood pressure pills. I didn't anyways. But when I go into the doctor, from just a visit or going in there, whatever, my blood pressure might have been a little bit higher than it needed to be. So they automatically thought my blood pressure was high every single time. And what it was my anxiety was just a little worked up, causing my blood pressure to go high. So I've personally learned that, in my own personal experience, I've learned to overcome that. So I've got a brand new, I just recently bought a brand new blood pressure machine, because I thought my blood pressure was going high. But what I did at the time was I took that machine and I would check it so many times over and over and over and over. And I basically realized that every time, the more I checked it, it would stay kind of up. But if I waited a little while and then came back to it, my blood pressure would lower. So what I did recently was I took that machine after I realized that my blood pressure was fine. And then after I went to the doctor, my blood pressure was fine. I took that machine and I put it to the side. And what this did was it helped me not look for that thing so much. And I had to tell myself every time I wanted to check it, I had to tell myself was how many, I had to go, look, James, how many years it went by? How many years it went by and you've been fine this whole time, but you're steadily checking your blood pressure? How many times have you thought something was wrong, but you were actually all right? So I had to keep telling myself this and telling myself this and telling myself this over and over and over until basically I finally took that machine and put it off to the side and stopped using it. Now, with that being said, I might still use that machine, but it might only be once a year versus so many times a day, because I was so worried that my blood pressure was high. And now, guys, I'm not telling you what to do. This is just what I did. This is my own experience of what I did. I had to put the machine to the side and tell myself up here, I had to say, James, everything is going to be okay. You've had high blood pressure in the past. It's came right back down. The machine is not really helping. What it's doing is actually creating and higher blood pressure number, because every time you check it, you see it, and you know your mind automatically thinks, oh, my blood pressure's a little high. So then you strap that thing back on and check it again, and guess what? It's usually a little bit higher, or it's around the same, or it's a little bit higher. And this is from my anxiety going up and up and up, and thinking about that blood pressure so much that it's actually creating my blood pressure to go up from just my nerves working so much. So hopefully this helps some of you guys out. This is how I personally got away from the blood pressure machine. Like I said, I still use it here and there, but it's like once a year compared to using it every day. But this is how I personally got away from it. Hopefully that helps some of you guys out. Sorry I ain't made a video in a long time. Please drop a comment down below if this helped you or what you do